another show. Hey now, hey guys, it is Ryan, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auction. Whoa, happy Monday. It's Monday. Ready to do this again? Like, share, and subscribe. Reminder, guys, this is the Monday Night Family Show where we talk pigeons, pigeon racing. Anything to do with pigeons. If you don't want to talk about pigeons, we don't even have to talk about pigeons. It's completely up to you. I'm going to have a beer tonight. If you can get this beer, I totally recommend. It is whiskey infused. Now, she closes like a freight train. She is 11.7%. But it's Monday, so we're going to need the good stuff. Again, hopefully we are on YouTube and Facebook and YouTube. Either one works for me. Hopefully we are on both. And again, hopefully you guys want to participate this evening. But we're going with the whiskey infused tonight. David Tracy, good evening. David, hello. I want you to take a look at the Rick Herman's auction, David. Good evening, Mr. Peevler. I'm going to open up my beer. Ooh, she's a nice one. She is a nice one. Let's give her a pour. There we go. We are going to start it off tonight with the beer of choice. There you see it. Beautiful beer. Good morning, my kangaroo hunter. Jeff Henderson, he effed it big time today. He tried to go kangaroo hunting this morning with his vehicle. Glad to see that you're all right there, my friend. Hopefully, hopefully you're okay. I'm sure that woke you up this morning. You probably had to change your pants. Hopefully you weren't wearing your mankini for that one. Jeff Henderson decided to hit a kangaroo this morning. Donnie Lee says, good evening. Good evening, guys, to all. Donnie Lee in the house. Nice to see you on, my friends. Sherry. Good evening, Sherry. How are you? I'm going to have a sip, okay? It's going to be a couple beers tonight. I got a feeling tonight's going to be a good show. We got some great pigeons tonight to show. We got a clip that I want to talk about. And let's talk everything and anything pigeons. If you have pigeon related questions or Belgian questions or Dutch questions or some type of question that you want answered, I might be able to answer it for you. So guys, pour yourself a drink, a beverage, and let's let the festivities again. Oh, better than the 6-foot kangaroo. Now, after you plowed into the old kangaroo, did you get to take it home? Like, do you eat it, or did it just hop away, or was it dead? Because it looks like your car front end's dead. A super beer, my friend. Dave, what are we doing? Dave Conover, I want you to check out the auctions we have running, my friend. I'm good. Had some snow today. Tracy had some snow. Tracy, only a few more days. Sherry Tracy, only a few more days before school holidays. Oh, what a beer, guys. I'm telling you, in America, if you can get this and you like whiskey, okay, you like just that hint, this beer is fantastic. Okay, don't drink it out of the bottle. Pour it with a head, let the head come down, and then send her home. I'm telling you, it's 11.5. Anyways, I did want to say, hopefully you guys got to see the Van Zoren uh, thoroughbred lots. We viewed them today. I was at Alfred's. It was great. It was fun. Art and Alfred did a really, really good job today. Pigeons are real great. So I wanted to first start off by giving them just a little plug, because you know what? I like giving plugs where they're done. So there's the Van Zorns. Again, been with us since 2020, I think 2020. And excellent, great results. The birds have done very, very well throughout North America and the UK. So if you're a UKer, try them out. You can take it home if you want. Plenty of meat on it. Well, hey, you could, you could get it. And I wonder if rendering the fat would be good for the pigeons. I wonder if there's a lot of fat on a kangaroo. They look very muscular, and probably the fat's in the tail. I don't know. Just a question. I've never had kangaroo before. Has anybody had kangaroo before? Mm. So tonight on the show, we have the Van Zoren pigeons with us on this side. If there's a lot that you want to see, let me know. Also, we have at Feathers Elite, we have another auction. It's a brand new breeder. The loft tour went out yesterday. I want to know what you guys think of this loft tour. Rick Hermans, a man that moved from the Netherlands to Belgium and then just kicked ass and take names. National champion, national ace pigeon, first nationals. Very, very good pigeon man. He owns the Doif. He runs the Doif, the Golden 10, the awards. He does it. Rick Hermans. I hope you guys enjoyed that loft tour. We can talk about that tonight. And I got a clip from there that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to just put it out there. And I should post up Rick's auction. Guys, this is a very exclusive auction here. These four birds, normally they always go to China, 100%. They normally run between, these pigeons here run between 25,000 and 35,000, 40,000 euros for some of these birds. The lot number 4 especially is a super bird. Now, we know at Feathers Elite, we're not going to go that high, but that's okay. You guys are going to get world-class pigeons here again. You've got Van Zoren, you've got Rick Hermans. You've got the best of the best, Netherlands and Belgium. And Rick was from the Netherlands, and he crossed over. So let me know what you guys think of the Rick Hermans Loft Tour. And what you thought of the Van Zoren birds today when I was with Alfred. And I got Rick's birds here also as well. So don't be shy. If you have questions, throw them up because the show works best if you participate. Mix some H2O. Mix in some H2O. Mix in some H2O. What are we mixing it? Dave, what are you doing? Dave, what are you mixing H2O for? These beers here, you don't need H2O. The secret to all Belgian beer, guys, I'm going to tell you this. Belgians don't drink beer out of bottles and they don't drink them out of cans. The beer has to get a head. Okay? The head releases the gas, which gives it the flavor. Even when you're in the US, you want to give it head. I know you guys always pour them at the bar so they're level. You want head. Head is flavor. Head gets the beer to breathe. And head, that head on the beer, keeps you from feeling bloated. Beautiful beer. So, on that note, wow, the crowd is quiet tonight. Hey, are we participating? Come on, guys. Jeez, the most contact I've had is with Hendo and the kangaroo. I mean, I don't even want to know what that feels like, but it's not going to be very good. I felt bad for the car too. I wonder if did the airbag come out on her or was that just not a thing? Oh, what else did I want to talk about tonight? Well, I've got the Rick Hermans video that I would post, but I'm not going to post it yet. Also, I wanted to thank people, they're still doing it, for the Pigeon Boss Awards. Guys, post them up, post your results in. This is how you're going to win cash prizes. Could be small, could be large, could be a small prize, could be a big prize, could be a grand prize. But you have to enter, okay? If it's from Feathers Elite Pigeons, you got to enter it. If it's not from Feathers Elite Pigeons, you can't enter. It has to be pigeons that you've purchased from Feathers Elite. 50% of that pedigree's got to have Feathers Elite breeders in it. And I know lots of people have it. They're just a bit lazy. I've never seen people complain about how expensive stuff is. When you're trying to give stuff away, all they got to do is submit it, and they don't. What's wrong with that? I don't know. Warner Vale, if you're watching, what's wrong with that? Come on, my friend. Don't call Ricky and tell him. Do it yourself. Hey, hey, hey. Good evening, Ryan. Hey, how are you? Let's look at the Van Zoren birds. Alfred and Art are number 1. Yeah, very good. Danny Limbert says, Ryan, your loft visits, to who would you say has the best birds? Wow. That's a good question. So we got some questions here. We're going to bring up some Van Zoren pigeons to start, and then we're going to look at, again, guys, Van Zorn pigeons, I want to look at them. They're great pigeons. And I want to give the same respect to Rick Herman, same way. Trust me, guys, these pigeons are great. Danny says, Ryan, in your loft visits, who would you say has the best pigeons? That's a really tricky question. Sprint, middle distance. It's hard to pinpoint it right down. When we get to this level, they're all right at the top. It's just a little bit of preference. I mean, which pedigrees are a little more full or a little more loaded, or what pigeon do you like? Balance. It's very, very hard to say. I could ask you the same question. If you've watched all my loft tours, which is your favorite? Now, you're watching it from the camera side. I know the people, I know the pigeons, and I know off the camera, uh, I know more than you guys do because I've been there. How's it going, Mike Green? So it's very hard for me. Like for instance, last night, Joe and Florian Hendricks, they're a top loft. I was at Van Zorn's today. Top loft. What did he say? Yeah, those birds are great there. Yeah, they are. So, I like both lofts. Then you look at Rick Herman's. I would kill to have Rick Herman's pigeons. Why? Because I know the quality. I see what he puts into them, and I know the level of those birds are real high. He's not a professional pigeon man. He's not. He does pigeons for business, yes, but he's not a crazed guy. You see it in the loft tour. It's mostly, I'm going to say 95% the pigeons. That turns me on. That fires me up. You know, the more professional lofts, I think they're great. But remember, you guys aren't professional, so you got to get a balance. And it's just so hard to pick. Even Sonia Vandermalen, I think it's a great loft. Nicholas Norman, fantastic loft. Milovic, oh, pigeons are great. I can't give you that answer because the people we're representing, um, they're really good people and they got real good pigeons and they bring their best. Now, there are people that I wouldn't get birds from the style of the person. I don't like them. I don't like the way they conduct. And it just turns me off. They may have good pigeons, but I have to like the breeder. I really have to like the breeder because I'm buying a piece of them. Okay. Their work ethic and everything. And I don't mean like them as in we're best friends. I mean like them as in I like the way they conduct themselves, their manners, everything. It rubs off onto the pigeons. Their work ethic, it all rubs off onto the pigeons. So it's more than just liking them for a beer, it's the whole package. And that's what I try and get at. Dave Conover says, who do you think, indeed, the most US? Who do you think, indeed, the most? US or is that inbreeds the most? Yeah, I think Americans, I think North Americans do a lot of inbreeding. Um, I think they inbreed a lot of garbage together. It's one thing to inbreed the right way, and then it's another thing to say I have inbreds. And hey, I've done it before. Sometimes you look at what you're inbreeding and what are you inbreeding? Where are the results? Last night we sold inbred 101. That was super inbred. The pedigree was loaded. It was the right way to inbreed. And then the conformation of the pigeon was super. That's just my opinion. Having a pigeon that wins one race and then doing some type of crazy inbreeding, I don't think does it. I gotta be super pigeons. Let's get to my man Mike Green. I hope, Mike, your hands are on the wheel. Mike, I hope the loft tours and the videos and everything are working for you in the truck. I know what it's like when you're driving a lot of hours a day. I think in the last 3 days, I did oh about 1,300 kilometers in driving. So I haven't done that much. Normally, not much in 3 days. It was in 3 days, 13, was it 1,300, 1,400 kilometers. Already 2 tanks of fuel. I've been to the Normans. I've been to Martin's. I've been to Van Zoren's. I've been to Stable and Sons, and I've been to Lars. He's only up the street. But I wanted to say hi to you, Mike. When you going to start racing in Belgium? Oh, hopefully one of these days. It's something that I've always wanted to do. Something I hope I get to do. Again, it's not as easy as it looks. You need passport. You need to have the right stuff to be here. I am Belgian. You just have to have a passport, which I am working on. It's just not as easy as snap your fingers. But fingers crossed. Hopefully, it's something I can do in the future. And I'd love to race pigeons here in Belgium and give it a try. I think it's all about your preference that fits into what you're doing. Yes, it does. And that's what I'm saying. I've had the pleasure to go to all the lofts. And by going to all the lofts, and it's not going to the lofts one time, guys like Alfred, Serge, uh, Stable, Emil Denny's, Anime Van Heet, Anik Gotian, Nicholas Norman. I've been to their lofts maybe between 10 and 15, 20 times. So I get a sense of how they are all the time. When it's not business, when it's off and on and on and off. And that's what makes this even harder to say I can pick. I will tell you this. I have no problem flying any of the breeders that we represents pigeons. Now, if I get pigeons like from Milivik, I'm not going to go out and try and say I'm going to go win sprint races. They're mostly extreme long distance. So you got to kind of be honest. If I'm flying extreme long distance, I know where I'm going to get pigeons, the pigeons that I want, or I want to add some grit. I know where to get it. I know the great middle distance lofts, and there's lots of them out there. Even there's some that we don't represent yet. But the base that we have, I can do a lot of damage with these pigeons. And guys like Mike Green, David Tracy, they've posted up some of their awards. They know it as well. They see it in the pigeons. Inbreeding. Yes, that's what you meant. Inbreeding. What's your thought on Mike Gannis birds? Well, okay. Mike Gannis doesn't have birds. He has birds. He buys one loft winners, which you guys breed. So you breed the winner in Pattaya. It's an ace pigeon. Mike's gonna buy it. You breed the winner in Africa Pro. Mike's gonna buy it. You breed the ace pigeon. Mike's gonna buy it. Okay, that's one sense of Mike. Then he takes them home and he puts them into this collection. Can I ask you people in the Rick Herman's sale, Mike Gannis has a nestmate to a bird in the sale that he purchased from Rick Herman's. Do you guys know which bird that is? What do I think of Mike Gannis? I think Mike had great pigeons in the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s when he was buying First National Ace pigeons. Those, I think, were the best pigeons. And I think deep down he would agree. I think then he switched off to one lofting when you could buy one loft pigeons because at first nobody wanted one loft pigeons. I still don't want one loft pigeons. I'm not interested in one loft pigeons. If I breed a pigeon that wins a one loft race, you can have it. I'll sell it for big money, and you can go and do whatever you want with it because the races aren't hard enough. The selection is not there to bring them home to become great breeders. Can they become good breeders? Sure, but most I don't believe do so. So what do I think? Mike, good pigeons, sure. If that's what you like, great. I think he had better birds in a different time. That's my opinion. Mike Green, I think if you're inbreeding, you have to very hard. Yes, you don't inbreed for inbreeding. You inbreed supers to supers, and then you select very hard. If that conformation is not, if that pigeon's not in the nines, it's got to go. Nines is the number, right? Mm. Don Meredith says, That would be awesome. Yes, it would be. Again, it costs a lot of money to race here. You have to pay for every race you enter. And hey, you got to put the work in when you're here in Belgium, especially here in the Diamond Vermont. It is not just, it's not regular racing. But hey, Mike says I run 3,500 miles a week, but off white trucks, but off white truck is in shop. Okay, well, you're getting some rest. Good job. There's my good friend Jeff Henderson. Every loft Ryan takes you to has quality pigeon. That opens your eyes how good they are. And I can ask this question, and I'm going to ask this actually to Henderson, Jeff Henderson. Jeff, the question that's asked to me is, what loft is the best? I'm going to throw this now at you because you've done 2 trips. You've seen the same loft twice, a couple lofts 2 times, and you've seen new lofts. Let me ask you, Jeff, do you agree with me that it's very, very, very hard to pick one over the other? It's not a clear-cut winner. Paul, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Again, guys, post your comments and questions in. We are going to show some birds tonight. We've got Van Zuren. We've got Rick Hermans. What's the difference to OL birds? Good pigeons, good pigeons. Well, good pigeons are good pigeons, sure. But when you're judging, Danny, when you're judging a pigeon in a one loft race, first of all the pigeons come to the same loft. All the pigeons come to the same loft. All the pigeons get judged normally on 3, 4, or 5 races. Okay. All the races are always hand selected by the guy running the race for normally, most of the time, easy to fair days. Okay. And then we're judging off of a few races. I think they're good pigeons. I'm not taking away from the one loft pigeons. But when you're picking against guys that have first national ace pigeons, first national pigeons, first Olympiada, all Netherlands, all distance, it's a different level. Those pigeons can go to a one loft race and they can cakewalk it. If they're healthy, everything's good, they can be right up there. That's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking the one loft birds. It's just judging pigeons at a different level. You know, a pigeon that wins you one race, I'm not interested in stalking it. You know, a regular club or combine race, I'm not interested. It's got to do more and more and more. I want to see multiple performances, top performances. Hey, a pigeon in a one loft race, I am far more interested in an ace pigeon in a one loft race than the winner. But again, we have to look at the speeds. We have to look at how the races, how many birds are competing, how the races were. It just doesn't interest me. Let's see. Red or dark beer? Golden. It's a dark beer. It has that reddish tinge, but it's not. That could be the whiskey in it. Good eye, Mr. Peevler. Which loft would you buy from if you had to pick one loft in Belgium? Which would it be? You know, I would say in this in the sprint. You know, when I look at a loft that really excites me for multiple reasons, it is the Lambrechts. Uh, Sorel, Carl, and Bert. Reason being, they're winning in the sprint in the Diamond Vermont like machines with Carl and Sorel. But Carl also is doing good in a short middle distance. And then Bert is doing good in the national flights. But they're all three of them have the same pigeons. They just intermingle. So I think that those pigeons right there are a real top tier pigeon. I see how many people win with their pigeons in different pedigrees. I know they're top tier. and they're doing it in a very uh, grounded and pounded area. Where these pigeon men in this area where I live, I might have to say, could be one of the best in the world. Not taken away from East and West Flanders. I'm not taking anything away, but this area is super concentrated. The concurrence, there's more concurrence. There's more top guys that live in one little area to East and West Flanders. Not knocking any of those, or Lindbergh, not knocking any of that. But this area has big, big concurrence. Good question. Wow. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Is Mark Jansen on your list to visit in the future? Not Mark. I'm going to visit, I think, the best of the best, Eddie Jansen. I have to go and select Eddie Jansen's pigeons this week. He's in Zeinhoven. Again, he plays in the same club as Rick Hermans and as in Serge Van Alsacker, but a super top loft. You guys are going to love the interview I do with Eddie Jansen. Trust me on that one. He is new to Feathers Elite as well. I think luck has to do with a lot with OLR birds. I think so too. And David, David, Mike, you guys have done well in one loft races. I always say I would prefer to sell a one loft winner or even an ace pigeon because I have the parents. I have it. And people are paying stupid, ridiculous money for pigeons that have a lucky day or pigeons that have a good 3-week series or 4-week series. I just don't think you found lofts around that. I think it makes you feel good, but if you can cash that in and go buy thoroughbreds, pigeons that are out of national ace pigeons, just top tier pigeons, you're going to improve way quicker. In Belgium or the Netherlands? What's your question? In Belgium or the Netherlands? For sprint, the sprint racing is different in the Netherlands, but a great loft is combination Ponten and Lenen. Very consistent pigeons, very good loft, very low key. We do auctions for them. I'm gonna pump them because I've been there and I see what they have. I see the pigeons they have. Go check out the loft tour. Again, they don't speak much English, but hey, you got to go for it. Jeff Henderson. He answers my question. Very, very hard. Each breeder has fantastic pigeons with amazing results. First time seeing the Mars birds this year was an eye opener, but Dirk Leekens wins 111 races this year. So all are so good. And this is what I'm saying. You're actually, I have it the worst because you're putting a gun to my head and saying pick one. If I could fly any of these guys' birds, I'm happy. And hey, Hendo, remember Chris DeBecker? You should see what we picked from Chris. I was at Chris's on the weekend. Ricard, perfect. If I'm sending to OLRs, they have to fly good for me before I send them. That's one of the smartest things. I will say one thing in the early 2000s, 2012 or I think 11. Yeah, I had Miss San Diego in 2011 when I won the Holiday Cup. It was my first time I went to San Diego, California, and I met the Jones boys, Ryan and Ray Jones. I really like Ray and Ryan. Uh, I haven't talked to them in a long time, but I like the father and son team. And they always said the secret to winning one loft races was to test your birds at home, see how they're doing in your own loft, see how they're doing in your club and combine, if you're club and combine flying, and take those winning birds and send those babies from the winners, from birds that are winning week in, week out to one loft races. And they were always at the top. And I never forgot that. And I always say to people, if you quit flying pigeons in your club and combine and you just start sending them out to one loft races, if you don't have enough money, you're going to crash. You're going to sink the boat. And even if you do have enough money, you should be testing your own birds at home to 300, 350 miles. That's what I would do. I would. I don't bet on the one loft races. I've seen too many of them that don't do the work. I prefer the OLRs because the main races are 350 miles, much further than any club races. Well, Frank, I like that, but the race has to go to the distance, and a 350-mile race in a tailwind, it's equivalent to a 250-mile race in a headwind. I get what you're saying. Clubs and combines should have those young birds out to 300 one or two times, or a 300, a 350 mile. Always, always, if you're not flying in a club and a combine, you should test your pigeons at home. Put them on your own little one-off program and get them out to the distances. If that means drive them in your car, 35 birds to 350 miles, I would do it. I would do it. I would push them and push them and push them. If I didn't want to fly in a club and a combine, I wouldn't punish my birds. I would do the work. So that's why I say I would fly in a club and a combine. But I get what you're saying, Frank. Should more clubs and combines fly young and old together? I think they should. I think they should. I think they should because it allows you to test your young birds more. It allows you to do not. It's not less work, but you're doing everything at once. I think it's good. I like it. I would do it. I mean, one thing I love about here in Belgium, you can fly young and old pretty much from the middle of May. You can fly young with old. All of March, well, not all of March. The end of March and April is old birds, and then bam, you start with young birds. Lambrex put a video up the other day of his main pigeon. He has now have Sylvana blood in them. Do you think Sylvana is very underrated pigeon man? Let me see the video. I gotta take a look at it. Maybe I'm not understanding it. Sherry, do all the top breeders have grand gardens full of twisted heads? Gardens full of twisted heads? No, they don't. They eat them. Most of them eat them. Can't wait to Chris DeBecker's birds. When are they coming up? Did their photos tonight? They're looking top. Geez, I got to get to the questions here. I'd much rather race OLRs and combine, put a few OLRs, okay? Birds of prey are too much in the UK. Lots of good fanciers are selling up it, and very big issues here in the UK. I don't know. I don't want to hear about the hawks. The hawks are everywhere. They got the hawks here. They got the hawks everywhere. I'm sick of it. I know hawks are bad, right? Figure it out. Do you think there weren't hawks 10 years ago? I just think people just say it. Oh, I got hawks. I got hawks. I got hawks. I got hawks. People are selling up. Well, let them sell up. The hawk's not. I got to keep going. Hawk or no hawk. If a pigeon did well on an OLR, for example, 20 super ace, 90 at the. Okay, for example, 20 super ace, 90 at the 598 out of 270 birds, and 94th hotspot. Is that considered a good pigeon? No, it's just come okay. Made you feel good. 90 at 600 kilometers. 90. So that means 90 more pigeons gave it the high gear before him. And 94th. So both times he's 90th. I mean, he's in the top percent, but 94th. How many minutes off the pace in both? I don't know. 90th. I would sell the pigeon, take the money, and upgrade. And if it's your pigeon, it's a good pigeon. Congratulations. I'm not knocking it. I'm not wowed. I'm not wowed. I'm not, oh, that's super. But that's my opinion. And everyone has their opinion on what they would do. Maybe to them, maybe it's a great achievement. Hey, for instance, if you're in North America, you can't win a golden wing. You can't win some of these things. So if you win a one-off race and you want to keep the pigeon because it's your little trophy, great. I'm not against that either. But I'm past that. I'm looking at things going, okay, people want to buy birds that win one-off races because they think it's the be-all end-all. So I win a one-off race. If I were, birds for sale, take it away. Pigeon McNuggets. Cheers on that. Take care all. Good night. Danny, thanks for tuning in, my friend from the UK. Hey, don't let the Hawks get you. Don't get down on it. I appreciate your messages. Again, we're not always going to agree to disagree. It goes up, it goes down. I'm going to show some pigeons here. I'm going to have a sip of beer. And which is the first pigeon we should look at tonight? Come on, guys. Pick the pigeon that you want to see. Whoo! I know. Oh, I know the pigeon I want to see first. I got to get my weapons here beside me. 2 baskets. What happened to the bird that you didn't pick for your auction? Do the owners keep them, sell them? Otherwise? Wow. Okay, so when I go and select, it depends on the breeders. I will select some breeders, they give me free range, so I can select what I like. We we sell and they keep to the side. Um, they keep for another auction or if someone calls, whatever. I can't sell all the pigeons. I'm not going to do that. I pick what we like. Yeah, 11.7. You looked it up, Dave. Good job. So they keep them, they sell them. Some, you know, Martin DePorter, we're going to be doing an auction for him. And I'm going to tell you how we selected those pigeons. He brought out 12 pigeons, or not 12, sorry. He brought out 8 pigeons. They were all nestmates. And he said, you pick one, I'm going to keep the other one for my breeders. And it was really fun. I enjoyed that. Chris Marshman said, I would like to see lot number 2. Ding, ding, ding. Frank, you're up next. Don't worry. Lot number 2 and lot number 4 from Rick Herman's. Okay, so let's post up lot number 2 from Rick Herman's. Beautiful blue checker hen, a little bit larger hen. Fun fact, Mike Gannis has a full nestmate of this hen from Rick. Boy, is she ever rippling. Woo! Don't want much, just want more. Let's see how she looks. Easy girl. And I tell you, she is rippling. Little bigger hen. I got the camera a little bit too low for my liking. I think it screws up the size of the pigeon. Nice in the hands, buoyant, smart looking. Check out the wing. Very nice. Very nice hen. The number 2 is. And Chris, I will show you the 4 momentarily, but Frank wanted to see the henny hen, so we'll pull out that one next. But there is lot number 2 from Rick Herman's. Again, guys, you are not going to be disappointed in this hen. Vents are strong, they're closed. She's a little longer hen. Top quality. And now for combination Van Zuren. Oh boy, we're going to bring out the Golden Girl, Henny 51. She likes to talk. She looked good tonight on the show. Let's post her up. Very nice. Two top breeders, two world-class breeders. Backs are nice. Let's see her on this side. She's got that little white mark on the face. She's got a white feather here on her chest, which I like. Whoop. Hold them up a bit high. She's got the white pins. Nice short wing. Short back wing through here. Cover's nice. Soft and silky. Yes, please. I believe this was the first one I selected. I could not say no to her. Man, she's nothing but sex this hand. Take a look at her. Hood for Doma. She's a beauty. Let's get to the comments, and I will post up. Hold on. Chris Marshman wants lot number 4 from Rick Hermans. Oh, son of Chucky. Big time super cock. Let's post up a son of Chucky. Where is little Mr. Chucky? Guy Vandenauer has a son of Chucky. That's he did a co-breeding. So if you guys like Guy Vandenauer pigeons, this is your only opportunity to get a son of Chucky in Canadian dollars. That's going to go to the North American market. But there he is. I think maybe my favorite bird in the sale, not because he's a son of Chucky, but he's a son of Chucky. Super pigeon. Super. Take a look at him. Again, back like oak. I don't open the legs. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, Pops, you're good, eh? Nice. You got the third bar, you got the dots on them. Nice, soft, silky, gorgeous pigeon. Real nice. World class. Again, you've seen the Florian Hendricks cock, lot number 4. This one's as good, the same, world class, this pigeon. Look at the intelligence in them. Yes, please. May I have some more of that, please? Let's get to the comments. 11%. Yes, I'm going to have to get another beer shortly. Oh, but we're still on the track. Only OLR birds would be only OLR birds I would be interested in are the average speed, not interested in the one-hit wonders. I agree with you. I'm interested in the average speed birds, but I really got to look at the race, and I have to be honest with myself. If you look at the Hoosier, the races are so easy. I'm not interested. Take a look at the Black Gold race. He asked the pigeons to fly 1200s, mid 1200s, 800 birds or 800 birds. Look how many birds couldn't make it on the day. To just don't have the quality. I'm not interested. 1200s is not a hard day. It's go to work day, but it's not an impossible feat. It's not 1,000. Not knocking the Black Gold. They do a good job, but I'm just saying, I think he's doing a good job. I think the quality of the pigeons in the race just don't have it. Rick Herman's auction. There it is, guys. Check out the link. Go and do your research. This may be the only time Rick's at Feathers Elite. Frank Eichhorn says beautiful hen. Yes, absolutely beautiful hen. But Alfred has that. Art and Alfred, they have that niche. They know how to do it. Again, what can I say? Every time I pick a pigeon in your auctions, they seem to go super high. You're going to have to break the bank, Mr. Tracy. Whoa, look at this. We have a world-class breeder here as well, Dirk Leekens. Dirk Leekens, if you guys have a question on the Rick Herman pigeons, and I'm going to throw this out here, I challenge you. Dirk, you can message him, you can call him, you can say to him, hey, look at the 4 lots. What do you pick? Dirk knows Rick extremely well. He knows the quality of the pigeons, And you know what? I like when I see this. Another world class breeder giving you guys a tip. I think you're not going to go wrong. Number 5 from Van Zoren. Okay. I will pull up the number 5. I got it here with me. Again, we're talking pigeons tonight. Guys, if you have a question for Dirk Leekens, throw it in. Sorry, Dirk, I'm going to put you in the hot stove, my friend. Number 5 for Van Zoren. He calls this one the Golden Nugget. Dirk, Art. This is Art's pick in the sale. I think Art was almost emotional today on this one. Let's see. Sun Golden Nugget. He's got the fire eyes. Real nice pigeon. Balanced. Again, looking down the barrel. Super intelligent. Got that little bit of war paint. Got that almost ivory looking beak. Very intelligent. I still like Henny 51 better. You guys pick what you like. And that's what's great about our auctions. We show you everything. Forget the picture. Take a look at the pigeon for what it is, how he sits in the hand, everything. The picture, look at, I can throw up the picture. That's great. That's beautiful. That's all bullshit. That's bullshit, that picture. What you want is what you see in the hand. Okay? Take a look. This is far greater than any photo that we can do. I'm a good photographer. But hey, these pigeons in person blow the pictures away. And I really mean that. So there's your lot number 5, Golden Nugget. Art, favorite pigeon in the sale. Reminder, guys, all bids are in Canadian dollars. Let's get to the comments. I like the looks. I like a Denny one also. Dee Dee, you mean? Do you mean Dee Dee? Do you mean Dee 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 Dee? Again, for you guys wondering, if you are in North America, try this. Very nice. Good beer. David Tracy, Bosmans and Leekens, Dark Checker Pied Cock. Dirk, if you are watching, the cock with the war paint, the black and white one. He is going to our good friend David Tracy. It's his first Bosmans and Leekens pigeon. He was super excited. David, you've had some great success where you're racing, and I know this cock, he's going to just add super horsepower to your program. What a cock. Again, Lars's favorite, one of Lars's favorite pigeons of the year. How do you feel about the enduro race in Victoria Falls? Are they worth it? You know, whatever floats your boat. Do I think it's worth it? I don't think one-off races are really worth it. I mean, I just don't think they've got to the level yet. But in that sense, are they ever going to be able to? It's whatever you like. It's whatever you feel. Hey, you know what? I love Choof. I love Choof beer. This one from Choof, I don't like it. I just don't like the taste of it. If I had to drink this, I wouldn't drink it. So what I'm trying to say is everyone's got to pick what they like. And just because I don't like it, or some of my breeders don't like it, or you don't like it, it doesn't mean it's not good. If you want to go and try it and make your own opinion. Go out there and try it. But do your research. And this is why we give everyone the information that we do. This is why I go to the breeders. This is why we sit down and talk. This is why we hand select. We want you to make informed bids. When you're going into a one-off race, and I will say this, I think one-off racing, and if any one-off race wants me to come and do a real sit-down interview and ground them and pound them, what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, all the steps that they're going to take to make it a great race, I'm willing to. But one-off races need to be looked at a lot more in detail than Big prize money. It's all big prize, bro. Big prize money. Remember, big prize money isn't always the best. And a pigeon that comes 500th and you get $500 for that bird, that's a feel good. That's a pyramid. That's not a super pigeon. It's not a good pigeon. Wishing you all the best with that black stallion. There he goes. Dirk, I'm glad you're on. Dirk, I got to get you down one of these days for a roundtable. Hey, guys, let me ask you this question to my audience. And, guys, I'm asking you this because Dirk is on and he's watching. And I got to get Dirk a bottle of port. I know this. What do you guys think about the roundtable, Lars and friends, and having Dirk Leekens in the room? What do you guys think? If you want Dirk to be on a roundtable on a Thursday, maybe we have to change the date because Dirk is getting up there in age. Sorry, Dirk. But if you want Dirk on our show, I want you to just write Dirk, Dirk, Dirk. Put his name down. I know one thing. I would love to have Dirk on. He's a hell of a good pigeon man. He has such good common sense and the passion. You see it in him. It's not about money. It's about pigeons. And Dirk just does it. Frank Eichhorn, that that would be amazing. So there you go. Must be done. Have the breeder round is great. So that we've got 2 for Dirk. 100% Dirk, 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 Dirk. I'm telling you, I'm not doing it, bud. You're doing it. All we got to do is get Dirk a little bit of port. The audience is chiming in. There's Jeff Henderson. Dirk, Dirk, Dirk. Well, Dirk, what are you thinking? Are we going to get you on one of these shows? Roundtable is great. Yes, it is great. Look at look at the people for Dirk Leekens, guys. That makes me feel real good. Hey, Dirk, it's all you, my friend. Dave Crozier, says Dirk. Wow, we got the one and only Crozier Mania. Hey, Dave Crozier, you got to try this right here. Golden I hate the name. Carlos. Great beer. Look at the people saying Dirk, Dirk, Dirk. Guys, it's Dirk Leekens. I'll tell you, one of my favorite interviews, one of my favorite guys to talk with. And I'll say something about Dirk. Dirk, you're getting a plug here. You always make people from all over at the events that you do for the Golden 10. You always make them feel welcome. And I think that is really good. You have that in you. You're so polite. But if you do come here for port, you're going to eat pie as well. Salvador says, Dirk, Dirk, Dirk. Next Monday, Dirk. Oh, we might have to get him on the round table. I don't know if he wants to come on a Monday night for the family show. But to Dirk Leekens, hell of a guy. And, if he does come, we'll have to maybe bring his birds back out. Can I get that beer in Canada? I don't think you're going to be able to, but you would love it. I really mean it's a good beer. Oh, Dirk Leekens is laughing. So, here's the question, guys. We changed where we were going, but I want to say to Dirk, we might have to get in touch tomorrow or the next day and figure out a time. Maybe you can't come on a Thursday evening. Maybe it's too late. Maybe we can do a roundtable for a Sunday and have you come on. I would love to. I know Marcel would really enjoy to meet you. I know Lars, absolutely. And I'm sure you know Dirk Morris. I think it would work quite well. If you would like to, hey. Would Thursday be so Dirk, you've got a request for this Thursday. I thought maybe Florence Hendricks was going to come this Thursday. I don't know. Again, Dirk, if you'd like to come, we'd love to have you. I'm going to post up here. I'm just going to grab a beer. I don't want to be ignorant. I'm going to post up the 2 auctions that we have running. All bids are in Canadian dollars. So you do not have to worry. All the birds have been hand selected by myself and the breeders. So you don't have to worry. All the birds are from their top birds. So you don't have to worry. The only thing you have to worry about is missing out on these two breeders. That's it. That's all. Back to me. Here I am. In Malta this weekend. Well, wait a minute. Okay, he's in Malta. And here's another thing. In Malta, his pigeons do great there as well. Dirk, you know what? We don't have to have you this week. Whenever you want. There you guys go. So after Christmas, Dirk Leekens, he will come to my place here in Burlar. I think it'll be great. You guys did it, eh? Round of applause for you guys on the show tonight. You coerced. I don't know, whatever the word is. You did it to get Dirk in the studio. I will let everyone know a week in advance what day he will be on, what show he'll be on. And guys, I'm going to say this: when Dirk is on the show, do me a favor, participate. Ask him questions and think about what you want to ask him. Not bullshit about scraping or non scraping or whatever. Not that. Just ask him pigeon questions. Think outside the box. You have a world class breeder like that with 111 wins this season, and you're going to get a chance to pick his brain. Think about that. David Tracy's round of applause. I'm giving Dirk a cheers. You guys want to see other birds? Let me know. We've got 2 great auctions running. We're going to talk pigeons, but this is up to you guys. Great to see Dirk on tonight. I'm surprised, Dirk, you're out of bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. I thought you'd be sound asleep. Whew. Beautiful beer. Man, I feel a little shaky right now. A little energized. But guys, you do that. And same seeing people like Dirk Leekens watching the show. It's late here in Belgium. Up, taking a look. Makes you feel good. Hey, from the UK, what have I missed? Man, you missed everything. But you just tuned in, so you didn't miss anything because we don't know what's going to happen from here on out, right? Show Nugget again. Show Nugget again? Okay, we're going to show Nugget again. Guys, here's the Nugget. From Van Zoren. There's your Nugget, Frank. That's what you asked for. That's what you're getting. Another real nice pigeon I want to post up. Where is it here? Oh, your lot number 1 from Rick Herman's. Again, guys, a fireball. Real, real, real machine. Woo-hoo. Take a look. This cock wants to just get up and go. Built like a damn machine. Tight, soft feathers. He's not a big cock, but just gorgeous. The lot number one. The lot number one, you are not going to be disappointed. Oh, man. Pigeons are nice. And look at the nice end flights. Look at the ventilation. Look at it all. Rick Herman held nothing back. What do you guys think of the loft tour? It was a little different uh, because Rick puts on a very good show with the paper, with the auctions, and I've seen his breeding loft. I couldn't show you the breeding loft because we don't show that. There's a lot of money there in pigeons, and we don't want to give people any ideas. He was great with showing the race lofts. I was quite interested on how he had his race lofts with the big aviaries and the dry litter. I like the dry litter. I know my father watched it, and he said, "Well, hey, points for the dry litter again." What did you guys think about it? And I've got a video to show, just to show it if you didn't see it. Have I grilled any wings? I don't have a barbecue here. No, I've done wings in the frying pan, but I haven't done it. No, you're very welcome, Frank. I want to show this video and just take a look. That's the inside of the hens for Rick Herman. I was in the aviary standing. So they went inside, cleans the loft twice a year. But those are the hens. You see that dry litter. The hens, I'm telling you, they were sparkling. They look like steel. Again, the feeders are in there. Feed them out on the table. There you see Rick. A very, very simple setup, but it works. So for you guys that are in there scraping 3 times a day, you don't have to do it. You don't. You see the dry litter. Winning first nationals, winning first national aces. Guys, you don't have to do it. Dirk. Okay. What kind of litter does Rick use? Dry litter. Dry litter. He puts straw down, lets some shit on it. It's turned over. It just stays dry. Richard uses sand, puts a base of sand down, and then lets the litter fall on it and it dries it. If you put a whole bedding of straw down and you let the pigeon shit on it and you move it around a little bit, it becomes dry litter. It creates layers where it's dry. Scraping a loft is great. If you're into scraping, scrape away. As much scraping as you want. If you're into dry litter, do dry litter. I say one of two things. You either scrape or you do dry litter. For somebody who scrapes every third day, do dry litter. You scrape every second day, do dry litter. If you scrape once a day, okay. If you scrape twice a day, no problem. If you scrape 3 times a day, okay. You want it that way, then you got to scrape once to twice a day minimum. Other than that, you should be on dry litter, or you put the grills in, the grates in, whatever you want to do. But the key is dry. Dry. You don't wear wet boots. You don't wear wet shoes, do you? Dry feet. The loft needs to be dry. 3 of those beers will do you in, says Mr. Crozier. I'm going to say the Belgians, like when we did the round table, they were drinking these beers. But the guys here in Belgium that drink good, they know how to drink. I'm not a beer drinker. I hate beer. In Canada, I don't drink beer. When I come to Belgium, I enjoy it. This here, specialty beer, very, very nice. Well, it's not breaking down itself. What it's doing is the straw gives it air levels to breathe and dry. When the droppings hit the ground, they dry instantly. You want the droppings to dry. Do you see Rick's perches? The perches. Pigeons are shitting on them. He doesn't scrape them. They dry because he's got a layer that makes it dry. Air gets through it, it dries. I know Ricky7, he looked at the video and he said, well, there's a first national ace. He's won first nationals. He's a first national ace in Belgium on dry litter. He said to me, didn't Patrick Brooks have the same? Yes. So there's two. How many guys have it the same way? Guy has his birds on the straw base. Scraping is great. Dry litter is great. But whatever way you're going to go, just go with it. If you're doing dry litter, let it be dry. Do it properly. If you're going to scrape, scrape. Are sprint pigeons suitable for one-off races? I think sprint pigeons, in all honesty, I think sprint pigeons are the best for one-off races. Number one, they're smart. They don't fly faster than long-distance pigeons. They don't fly faster than any, but they're smart. They solve problems quick. Internally, they go to the lead quick with the lead group. And I think you can get a sprint pigeon more distance out of it if it's conditioned differently. You get it to go further. It can go further than what it is, but the brain. It's the brain. One thing about the Lambrix pigeons I love, they win in sprint, short middle distance, and national flights. All the same pigeons. He turns the dry litter over. Uh, I believe he allows it. He turns it a little bit himself. Once you turn it a little bit, then it becomes you don't have to turn it anymore. You just have to do it a little bit at the beginning. He changes the loft out. He says twice a year. So he's going to clean that out. He's going to put fresh in. He starts maybe halfway through the year. I'm gonna almost gamble. He doesn't even have to clean it out. He's getting the results. So what's the point? The pigeons are super healthy, and the immunity on the pigeons is great. Now, I will say this 100%. If you are cleaning the loft 7 days a week, scrape. You're scraping, you're scraping everything. And you have a very clean loft and you're disinfecting everything and everything's clean. It's so clean, it's unbelievable. If you take your pigeons and you put them in a loft like Rick's with that dry litter, you might have a problem with your pigeons going in there because they're not used to that level of immunity. Dirk Meekin says it's not about the system, it's about the quality of birds at Rick's place. And this is it. The scrape, you can scrape all day long. Scrape and clean, and you can have automatic feeders, and you can have automatic drinkers, you can have automatic scrapers. If you don't have the quality of pigeons, it does not matter. The first step is quality, and they have to be world class quality. And then all the rest are little details. Some details are what you like, and some details actually matter. You have to figure out which one of those is for real. Is scraping a big detail? I see guys that clean twice a day and they're at the top. And you take a look at Rick. He's at the top, he doesn't scrape. Take a look at Patrick Brooks. Same thing. Is not interested in cleaning the floors or the boxes, not really interested. Interested in top quality pigeons, paying attention to them, watching. Now, this doesn't take away from the guy that wants to clean or scrape. It has nothing to do with that. Everyone is different. So, guys, when you look at and you type it on the internet, making a chocolate cake, take a look at how many recipes out there and try one that's really weird to you and see how it turns out. And try one that you're normally used to. It's probably great. Many roads to Rome. But hey, what's the secret to a good chocolate cake? The number one, really good quality chocolate. Real good. The better the chocolate, the better the cake. Yes, that makes sense. 100%. The tough races, surprise, what wait, the tough races, spray the week from yeah, right. I have pigeons that are bred from Dirk Leekens. Okay, good job. Health is number one. Yes, it is. David Tracy, it's whatever works for you, scrape or not scrape. Yes, but remember, scrape or not scrape, what's the one thing all the breeders we represent, from Dirk Leekens to Sonia Vandermeulen, from Nicholas Norman to Anders Brobeck, it all starts with world class, top quality pigeons. When you hit the top quality pigeons, check mark number one, the biggest check mark is done. That's what you need first. Without the pigeons, it's nothing. We can go buy a beautiful brand new loft. We can scrape it. We can clean it. If we have no pigeons in it, it does not win. But we don't need regular pigeons. We need top quality pigeons. Good quality birds makes a mediocre handler look good. I will tell you this. The better quality pigeons allows you as the handler to screw up more. 100%. I went to deep litter system and through the immunity seems to do better. I'm not knocking you. I grew up in dry litter. Currently here in Belgium, I have all graded floors, which is great. All the droppings go through. My loft doesn't smell. The birds are dry. It's great. I've done dry litter. I've done scraped floors. I'm going to tell you something. They're all really good. They're all really good. The one great thing about dry litter is it allows you it just allows a little more time with the pigeons. A scraping floor, scraping boxes is one thing. I like to scrape the boxes. I enjoy it. But scraping the floor, I'm not a big fan of it. The grates, I like the grates. I like the dry litter. What do I like better? Currently, I have never raced on a graded floor. I'm enjoying it right now. I'm just saying. Hey, everyone. Mr. Teal, how are you? Better late than never. I went to the deep litter system. Immunity seems to be better. Okay, good. Don't scrape, and I keep the pigeons on minimal meds unless absolutely necessary. Canker, worms, test before racing. Job good. Pigeons don't get ill. Okay, I like this. Hey, you can't get Greyhound Derby winner from a Jack Russell. You need the right ones. Yes, that's right. And that's why I say with inbreeding pigeons, I sometimes look at people. I've been on iPigeon every once in a while when I got to go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom and I go through and I look at iPigeon, for example, an auction site in America, and I see what people are inbreeding. And I say, well, where are the results? It's just brother and sister or father to daughter or mother to son. What are we inbreeding? Just to say we have an inbred Van Loon, an inbred Jansen, an inbred Wolverine, an inbred Mike has a very good one. What are we inbreeding? Oh, I know. Guys, go out and check. I don't know. Where are you selling your birds, JD? JD's got an auction for his Bouchard pigeons. Go on there and check out his auction. All bids are in American dollars. JD, post your link up there. If you guys want to buy birds from JD Teal, go and check it out. There you go, JD. I gave you a plug tonight. Good beer. Good beer. Come on, guys. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The number 3 hen from Rick. Oh, I love Rick's hens. I love them. Man, I love these hens. These hens are balls of. Ooh. The number 3. Look at her. Look at her. Daughter, Amika. Oh, she is rippling, guys. Look at the ripple on this hen. Look at the ripple. Look at the ripple. As my father would say, who's your loft manager? Hey, hey. Real nice hen. Last pin to go. 25 pigeon. Guys, I show you the world class right here in front of you. You know, if you fall out of a boat, you'll hit water. Enough. You know another pigeon I wanted to show tonight, guys? The lot number 1. This was the last pigeon I selected. I was going to leave her out, but there was just something about her. I really enjoyed her. Daughter, Xena. Again, I wanted to show her from Van Zuren. Again, has another world-class famous flyer in it, Guy Vandenara. But there you see. Bigger hen. I like this hen. This hen, very, very nice. On her last flight, so she got a short wing. 10th pins there. Oh, 10th. It's up on this one. So she's still good. But take a look at this. Got the war paint or what? Like, share, and subscribe, guys. You guys are doing great tonight. We are going to be on here for another maybe 10 minutes or so. It's going to be 1:30. I still got lots of work to do. My job never ends. Show us the direct of Chucky, please. Okie doke. Before, I'm going to have a sip. Very nice. I get goosebumps when I hold this cock. This is the direct son of the world famous Chucky. I'm just gonna bring. Here he is. There is son Chucky. You see the third bar. And just like Chucky, you see those dots. You see the dots right here? You got them on both sides. There's your DNA. How you like them apples? Again, looking down the barrel of a gun. I think I might just have to put a bid on this one. He is nice. He is nice. I know Florian Hendricks asked me, what do I think of the son of Chucky? Yes, please. May I have some more of this, please? There he is. Mike Green asks, can you show lot number 3 from Combination Van Zuren? All right, Mike. Did number 3. Oh, isn't this, and I just want to make sure I am correct. I'm just going to throw up the photo of lot number 3. 1, 2, 3. What are we going? 1, 2, 3. This is daughter Dee Dee. Here we go. Let's look at daughter Dee Dee. It's not me, guys. It's the pigeons. It's not me. It's the pigeons. Very nice. World class. This is when I love my job. When the pigeons are the stars of the show. God, this is a nice pigeon. Mike Green, excellent choice. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Will Chucky go on the lot number 1 from Alfred? Well, yeah, I don't mind Chucky on the 1. The lot Chucky can go to the 1, can go to the 2, and can go to the 3 of Van Zoren. They can do all 3. That pigeon is super impact. Super impact. Chucky can go on anything that you have. He got a super body. He's not too big. The number 1 hen from Van Zoren's a little bigger. Okay, it works. The number 2 hen, again, a little bigger than Chucky. Okay. The number 3 hen's a little smaller, but she's super tight. They all work. David Crozier, 1 more beer. Cheers. Now, we might have to have 1 more. Again, you guys make the show. You know, we talk pigeons. We show the birds for auction. I know you guys like to see pigeons. I'm very, very lucky, you know. And I always sometimes after the shows, you sit and you scratch your head and you say, "Was that any good?" You guys always let me know if it's good because you guys are always on and you like our content. I always ask if you want to give us a tip at Feathers Elite, just figure out how to subscribe on YouTube. If you hit that subscription link, you get all of our up to date stuff. You stay connected with us and it helps us out. So please subscribe. Please fill out the Pigeon Boss Awards. You know, if everyone, like Van Zoren in 2000 and what was it, 23, Florida Pigeon Derby, 102,000. 102,000. A winner came from Van Zoren pigeons. Okay, 50% of the winner was Van Zoren. They don't enter into the Pigeon Boss Awards. If everyone entered their results, we got more and more and more results. The people looking have more confidence to buy, which is better. But it allows us to give bigger and better prizes. You know? So just go with the flow, man. As I say, go with the flow. Participate and take a look at it. JD Teal says the only thing that makes Feathers Elite better is hot models and bikinis. Well, JD, if I put a hot woman in a bikini to show these pigeons, you would miss what you were actually here to look at. But I understand it. See, the reason I put myself out here is because I'm quite ugly. So it makes the pigeon look even better. Remember, Feathers Elite, we're nothing special. It's the pigeons that are special. It's the breeders that are special. And when we do the interviews and everything that we do, some breeders struggle at it. It's not their first language. And guys, remember that. Remember. JD says, I'm missing. No, no, no. JD, I know I would love to see a beautiful woman holding the pigeon. I'm still going to focus on the pigeon. But for the first 2 seconds, I might look at the woman. JD, I'm not slow here. I get you. I'm making a joke. God damn it. JD, I understand what you're saying, my friend. Hendo, we had Hendo in a mankini. That was the worst thing I ever seen. But the bird looked great. Oh, poor Hendo. Poor old Hendo and the kangaroo. Again, Chucky, you asked. Princess Proper. You got Proper, you got Athena. Again, you got Leo Hermans in the background. I'm just looking here quickly we have Eddie Hansen's here in the background of Chucky. Again, Chucky, first national isodont, 11,000 pigeons. That's all I got to say. Also in that pedigree of the Sun Chucky, you've got Beauty Friendship, Beauty 92. You have Friendship. You have Son Harry. You have Harry in the pedigree. You have Olympic Niels. You this pedigree from Rick Herman's, the lot number 4, I can see it being between $30,000 and $50,000. I'm going to be honest. You do a great job showing the birds and the breeders. Thank you. Your loft tours are hands down the best. I don't know if they're the best. They're good. We're always working on it. It is tricky. It's not so easy. JD, you should come on one of our tours, my friend. I know you want to come to Belgium and you want to come to Holland and do all this stuff. My friend, don't do it on your own. You're going to do a whole lot of bullshit and you're going to get not so far. Anyways, man, I'm looking at this Chucky pedigree right now. Go look at it at Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Go look at it. And you tell me. You do great job showing the birds and the breeders. Quality bird in lot number 4. Yes, it is, guys. It is super quality. All right. We've been on for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I want to thank you guys. Tomorrow is going to be at 9 a.m. the Rick Herman's, and I want you to watch tomorrow at 9 a.m. New York time. Rick Herman's and we're going to look through the birds in the auction. I want you to look at it. I want you to take your time and watch the video. And watch the beginning. You'll see it in his eyes. I see Leo Hermans in a lot of sprint pigeons. They can do fantastic. Yeah, they are fantastic. Don't worry, they're great. I would top up that beer. Dave, I would love to. It is 1:30 here in the morning. If you guys want me to have another beer, type in beer, beer, beer. If you do, type it in. I'm giving you guys 1 minute. If I get 3 people that type it in, I will have a beer. If not, I'm going to wrap up the show. Guys, again, I got to thank Combination Van Zoren. I will watch the video. Yes, watch it, Mr. Tracy. You will enjoy it. I got to thank Combination Van Zoren, Rick Hermans, Dirk Leakins. I want to thank all these breeders for being a part of Feathers Elite and giving us the opportunity. You know, when you ask, you don't know how it's going to go. And you try to. Everyone wants another beer. Jeez. Okay, one more beer. We're going to do a light one now, though. Come on, just one. Um, you ask, and you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if they're going to accept you. Uh, And at the end of the day, it's very nerve wracking because sometimes you get no's, and then you got to take no's to get yeses. But we've built it for 8 seasons through no's and yeses, and people giving us their best, people giving us their trust, people giving us this. And I'll tell you, uh, every auction we do, we're scared. Every auction we do, we want to do our best. Every auction we do, we want to bring pigeons that will impact your breeding program. That's the key. The dollars might not always get to the highest, but the pigeons I want to impact. And I will say this week, you've got 2 super breeders. Who are they? There's your first one. There's your second one. Guys, all bids are in Canadian dollars. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Trust me. Take a look, enjoy it. And again, I have to thank all the breeders that supported us through the years and continue to support us. And I got to give a big thanks to Dirk Leekens for putting us on to guys or giving the green light to guys and saying, hey, give them a try. You're not going to be disappointed. I'm going to finish with my dessert beer, Cherry Choof, in a Dougal glass. Don't come after me, Choof. There it is. In America, you can get this. You will love it. You got to get the cherry, though. Three and you're out. No, not three and I'm out. I can do quite a few of these. Cheers, brother. Thank you. Drink up. I am 1880 tequila man myself. Hey, I will say something. In Belgium, you don't find a lot of tequila. I do like tequila. I might have it on the next show. God, what a beautiful beer. If you guys in America, you can get this. Cold, get ahead, make the drink. Woo! Fantastic. Guys, we're going to wrap this show up after this beer is done. If you want to see any other pigeons, let me know. Do your homework. I have a pigeon here direct out of National Winner. It it's it's as a great pigeon in the pedigree. Herman's Olympiana. Okay. What do you want me to do? Enjoy it. Are you happy with it? Is it breeding you good ones? And again, if you go back to Emil Denny's, what he said, patience is key. Patience. Give the birds you purchase from these super pigeons patience. Patience on who you put them with, patience with the children. Try them out a few different ways. Remember, you can always put it to the side and use it as a pumper while you're trying the children and grandchildren. You can do that. The bigger dollars I spend, I will say, hey, I try it. If I'm unsure or not sure, I'm going to use that as a pumper. But when the pedigrees are loaded, normally you'll see it. Remember, the pedigrees got to be loaded here, here, here. If those pedigrees are all loaded, your odds of striking out are slim to none. And on that note, cheers, y'all. I will say one thing, Dave Crozier, if you're watching, if you came on a Pigeon Boss tour, you'd really love it. And if you came with the Australian guys, you'd love it even more. But this is why I love my job, guys. I have an opportunity to go out and do the work for you guys and find these pigeons. And the people I meet, the doors that I get to open and knock on, and the yeses and the nos, that's great. But when you get that opportunity, you take it and you run with it. You must have $1,800 tequila next year. It'll be on my request list. Okay, I will have it for you if you're coming. What are the best families of pigeons you own and why? I don't own any pigeons right now. I'm here in Belgium, and the breeders we represent, you're not going to be disappointed. I promise you that. I mean, we have Rick Hermans here. Rick Hermans, he's a national ace. He's won a first national, multiple first nationals. On the other side of the fence, you have Combination Van Zuren, first natural Chateauroux. He has first all around Olympiada with Olympic Henny. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Does it matter? It's all horsepower, baby. How you doing? I'm doing good. I can't do the Mankini. Well, we won't put you in that. That's even more scarier. Thanks for a great show, Ryan. You got the best job in the world. I will say, my job for you guys is great. For me, it's great. There's points to my job that I can't stand. And I'm not going to bring that up tonight, but one day I will when I retire and I'm done and I close down my shop and I walk away from this, but not for now. For now, it's great. Everything's good. Like we talked before, give those auction birds a year of breeding. Good birds, I know by experience. Guys, read what he says. And I'll tell you, patience is the key. Remember, if you buy an average pigeon, you don't need a lot of patience. But when you spend money and you buy world class pigeons, it might not be that pigeon breeding a winner right off the hop. It might skip one generation. So you got to be a little patient. Average pigeons, you can be a little harder on. But world class pigeons, you give them a little bit more leeway. Well, if Dirk is still up and watching, I give him credit. I'm going to talk to him hopefully tomorrow or the next day. I still have to edit Krista Becker photos, Eugene Stable photos. Man, the pigeons are great. Man, the pigeons are great. I'm not saying it's easy, brother, but we thank you a lot. You guys are very welcome. Remember, myself and Leah, we are just the vessel that brings it to you. The breeders and the birds, they do it all. We're just the vessel. Yes, I will do a live with Dirk Leekens. Dirk will be live. Dirk will be live. Now, I'm going to make a post when he's going to come on the show. So please be ready. Don't ask stupid questions. And I know, just don't ask the same questions. I'm having success from the children of the birds I got. Oh, maybe the grandchildren will be even better, Mike. Cheers to Mike Green. Guys, I'm going to say something about Mike Green. He is one of the hardest working guys I know. He has the heart of a lion. He's got kids, he's got a wife. He drives 3,500 miles a week. And he gets great results. A round of applause for Mike Green. He likes his wild turkey. It's a good drink, a little bit harsh, but it's okay. But I want to give Mike Green a round of applause. Mike Green, what pigeons did you buy? Hey, Mike's got quite a few pigeons from Feathers Elite. Morning from Down Under, okay. We got frustrated at Ricky's sometime, Ryan, but we kind of miss him a little bit. I had to get him on tonight. I was going to. The problem is the time zone and the time I do the show at 6. It's normally the time in their house they eat dinner, so it's a little bit tricky. Oh, hello. Thank you for all the videos. Professional fanciers. I am starting fancier in Belgium, and your videos really help. Thank you. You're very welcome. Don't thank me. Thank you guys. All right. Okay. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to finish this beer. And I'm going to say this. These 2 auctions close this week. Do your homework. Both auctions have world-class pigeons. You will not be disappointed. You can mix them and match them however you want. But there are fantastic pigeons here. What a show tonight. You guys have done a great job. And as for me, I'm going to say goodnight. You're going to say goodnight. The comments are double coming over after an hour and a half. So we're going to wrap it up. Cheers, guys, to you all. Like, share, and subscribe. Remember, all bids are in Canadian dollars. We'll be on next Monday. What day is next Monday? I don't know. But hopefully I can get Ricky on. I'm trying to. It's just hard. Not so easy with the 2 time zones. All right, guys. I'm Ryan. Thanks for flying with me. And we'll wait to see when Dirk is going to be on. Bye for now.